a glass box around her, and she'll break the glass if you try.
Hey guys, and welcome back. For anyone who is new to my channel, I'm Alexis. It's nice to meet you. I've been on YouTube now for a little bit over a year. I have filmed a lot of beauty related videos, so it's a lot on makeup, like glam or Halloween or anything like that. And then I also film and talk about my skin because I have eczema, so those of you who don't know anything about that, I've had some previous videos on my channel about my skin and my eczema and stuff I do to help or cope with it, and any ideas that you guys may have who have it as well. I also film a lot of hauls and stuff like that, so if you guys are new, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you guys never miss a future video of mine. I can never say that correctly. Oh my goodness. But I have had a ton of requests to talk about my eczema, do an updated video on some of the previous videos I have done here on my channel. So if you guys are new, don't forget to go check out those other videos as well, so you guys can get kind of caught up on where I am. But I will be talking about quite a few things. I did not wear makeup today, so you guys can kind of see where my makeup or where my skin is at by itself with nothing on it, raw, so you guys can definitely just see who I am and where I am at compared to before, which is an insane difference. So if you guys would like to learn a little bit about my skin background and just learn on what I've been doing to help it, just keep on watching. So if you guys are interested or excited to learn a little bit more about what I have been doing for my skin, then go ahead and keep watching. So here on my channel, I did a previous video where I talked about doing a parasite cleanse. This bottle is still super full. I think I only did it like 2 times. I went through with it, did everything that it said, and I promise you that I have felt so sick. Like, I couldn't tell if it was working or if it was working too much and I was getting too sick. I don't know. Whatever happened, happened, and I haven't done it since, because when I had taken the parasite cleanse, I got so sick that I couldn't even go to work. I like laid in bed and just held it up in a ball and just was crying because my stomach hurt so bad. And to me, that's not worth it. I'd rather deal with whatever is happening rather than go through that again, because it was horrible. I felt very sick, and it may have been working and I maybe have seen results with it or whatever, but I couldn't do it. I did it a few times and I was like, oh, never again. So I did not finish this. So if those of you who are wondering, I did not finish. I don't know if I have mentioned this on my channel or not, but for those of you who don't know, I have actually gotten a patch testing done, which is where I went to my dermatologist and they tested me for like 80 different chemicals. They put these patches on my back, and I'll insert a picture so you guys can see it too. It's on for like a week. And it was insane because you can't get them wet, you can't like sweat very much, so I had to like wash my hair separately, I had to wash my body separately, and I couldn't get these patches wet. And it was on for almost a week. So they like put them on your back, then they like look at it and see if there's any reactions, and then they'll leave it on a little bit longer and then go back and see what reacted. They'll like write it down, and then they'll like let you know what you're allergic to, and then you can take it off and then you're done. If you guys can, I would totally recommend doing that, because I am allergic to so many things that I did not know about. Like, I'm allergic to like petroleum jelly, Vaseline, coconut oil. I'm even allergic to cinnamon. You should definitely talk to a dermatologist and see if you guys can do that testing, because it is a lifesaver. I can also insert another picture, which is really embarrassing, but if it's helping you guys or if it will help someone, I want to show it to you guys because I know how it feels. Eczema is a horrible thing and I never wish it on anybody. But this before and after of my skin, this is before the chemical testing and then after. So after I found out what I was allergic to, and then after I cut some of those things out and replaced the products that I was using, and my skin cleared up tremendously. So it was all fine and dandy for a while, so my skin cleared up and it was amazing, and I was like, oh my gosh, I finally found the thing that cured my eczema, or at least like helping it go away, and it was just so exciting. I've never felt so happy in my life. I thought that was it, and I don't understand why, but a couple months after that now, my skin is becoming about the same as where it was before, and I'm like, what the heck, I'm not using the stuff that I'm allergic to, so what's going on? And I have not been able to figure it out, so I'm kind of stressed out about that right now. And speaking of stress, stress is the #1 thing that I see when my eczema's flared up, is when I'm stressed. When I'm stressed about work or money or anything like that, my skin flares, and I can totally tell now when I'm stressed about a topic or multiple things all at once, my skin is hating me. It's like, bitch, get your life together. So then after thinking very long and hard for a while, I was like, okay, so how have other people gotten rid of their eczema? I don't get it. So I kept looking and looking and looking and researching, and no matter what I found, it all came down to diet. No matter who cured their eczema, it was always some type of healthy eating and then like supplements and lotions and whatever. But the main thing was people eating better or cutting things out or having the main irritants that people eat for like allergies and stuff, cutting those things out, and it has helped them tremendously. But it doesn't make sense because I've cut things out so many times and it's never really worked for me. But I tried it again. I went gluten-free and dairy-free for about a week and a half, and I saw a little bit of a difference in my skin, not terribly, but I can just tell it helped me physically and mentally. I felt more awake and focused, and I had more energy, and so that helped out a ton, but it didn't really do anything for my skin. I would definitely recommend that for somebody's health if you're looking to do better for yourself, have more energy, all that. And I still eat quite a bit of gluten-free things and dairy-free things, but I'm not 100% gluten or dairy-free. But I have found that I had more energy, just it didn't really help with my... But it's just hard. It's hard to eat clean all the time. So just be human, eat what you want to eat, and just add more nutritional stuff. So don't eat straight crappy, just eat it in a moderation. So eat even like 75% healthy and the other 25% eat what you want. And that's kind of what I do now. The percentage might be a little different. It's probably like maybe 60 to 70% healthy and then the other junk. But that's better than nothing. So I've added a lot of like spinach in my smoothies, or eating like carrots and ranch, or celery and peanut butter, just having like better options instead of like a bag of chips or something like that, or a donut, you know, just be smarter about it. And I have found that eating stuff that's going to help with your digestive system, help you go more often, because I have found that I was very constipated before. I know that's a lot, but so eating the right things to help your body and your digestive system kind of clear things out as well, so it's not getting built up in your stomach, because I find that when things I feel like are not being digested and it's all sitting in there and you feel crappy, then your skin flares up and it's just not good. So keeping a good rotation is always nice. So speaking of that, I actually use this, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Kyolic. It's a candida cleanse and digestion. Helps with helping you go. And let me tell you, does it help you go? Sometimes it's hurt my stomach, and I kind of was like, oh, my stomach hurts so bad, and I ended up going. And I think for sure this thing did it. I mean, it wasn't unbearable, but I would not do like the recommended amount. It says 2 tablets with a meal twice daily. I started off doing that, and I was like, I have to cut this down. I only took like 1. So just kind of play around with it, and you have to practice and kind of experiment with it. But I think getting something that is going to help your digestive system and kind of help cleanse stuff out is definitely gonna okay. I'm like getting tired from talking. There's a lot to talk about. I could talk about my skin forever, so if you guys want me to do more videos like this, I totally could. But just to move on, I actually am taking supplements. So I talked about that digestive supplement, but I also am taking a vitamin D3 just because I eat a lot of dairy-free things. So I don't have regular milk. I use like almond milk. I don't use regular cheese or butter. It's all dairy-free and stuff like that. So I thought to add in a vitamin D for missing out on not having like milk and stuff, because I want to make sure I'm still getting that. So I take that as well. And that is actually, I think, once a day, which isn't bad, and I don't see any side effects or anything like that with it. But I have seen that it helped my skin. But like my skin's kind of flaring up right now, but I don't know if it's because I'm a little stressed. But I think this is helping quite a bit. So I would recommend doing that if you are dairy free. Next I have a couple lotions and stuff I'm going to talk about also. So for my skincare, oh my gosh, it's like a whole nother video in itself too. But the main product line I use is Ebates. I work for Ebates. I'm a hairstylist right now, and I work in a Ebates salon, so I use a lot of their like face lotions, hand and feet lotion, just a lot of different products from them, even my shampoo and conditioner, because everything else I'm allergic to. Ebates is so natural, and it's all plant-based, so that is the only really product line that I have found that I can really use after getting that allergy testing. But like I had mentioned before, I'm allergic to like coconut oil, petroleum jelly, Vaseline, stuff like that. So I have found a couple lotions that I'm not allergic to. The first one is, it's called All Natural Unscented Hot Skin Soother. It's from Emily. This I bought from the Eczema company. It's just a website. It's just basically meant for inflamed, red, patchy, like just really irritated skin. I have not seen a whole lot of help or benefit from using this. I mean, it feels nice. It's kind of like a consistency of a Vaseline. So since I can't use that, this is nice to have for that like consistency if I want to use something like that. But for the claim that it has, I don't think it's doing what it says it was. It's basically like, oh, it will heal you, it will get rid of your eczema, look at all these before and afters, it will just banish your eczema, blah 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 blah. Lies. This this does not do that. It's a good moisturizer and it does help for the meantime, but it's not going to heal your eczema. It's just going to help you, okay? Next I have this African shea butter. It's kind of the texture of coconut oil, like when it's hard. I mean, not even that. It's still softer than that. It almost feels, you know what? It feels like Play-Doh. That's exactly what it feels like. This feels like Play-Doh. It is a lotion Play-Doh. It's very, very, very thick. It's kind of acts like coconut oil, so you have to rub it in your hands really hard and get it to melt and then kind of disperse all throughout your hands, which I use this every day when I get out of the shower. It's super heavy duty. And I love this stuff. It just makes me feel like I actually am moisturized and not leaving like still dry or still need moisture. Like this kind of relieves my hands and it's like, oh, okay, here's some moisture. So I love this stuff and it's huge. I got this off of Amazon, so I don't remember how much it was, but for this huge container, this is like, Macy, no. This is a huge tub. I don't even see the ounces. Oh, 16 ounces. And this is gigantic. It's good for treatment of dry skin, eczema and minor burns, pain relief from swelling and arthritis, improves muscle relaxation and stiffness. Sunscreen, due to its rich content of vitamin E and F, treats dark spots, skin discoloration, stretch marks, wrinkles, blemishes, and it just goes on. And just, I don't see really a difference like stretch marks and stuff like that, but it is a very good moisturizer and it does leave. So other than the fact of putting good nutritional foods into your body, kind of taking some good supplements to help rotate your body in place of things that you may be missing out on in vitamins, lotion, stuff like that, I do want to talk a little bit more about your health. So I find that when I sleep a lot more or get more sleep or I'm not so stressed and just things are calm, then my skin is calm. So if I'm not getting rest and I'm just stressed out about things and I'm freaking out and rushing to work, stuff like that, oh my gosh, my skin just, it hates me. So I find that when I take my time to get ready for work and I'm not rushing, and get better sleep and getting a lot of good water in my body, stuff like that, I feel like a whole better person. I really do. And speaking of water, I drink a ton of water, or at least try to. I don't drink what I should. You should be drinking half your body weight in ounces. So for me, that's over a gallon. It's like 130 ounces. So I try to at least get between 50 and 60 ounces a day. I find that's on average what I can manage to do, even kind of without trying, if that makes sense. But the main idea is to get about a gallon. I have actually this big bottle. It's 50 ounces and it's alkaline water and electrolytes. But I actually just keep refilling it and refilling it. It's 50 ounces, 50.7 ounces. So I try to shoot for 2 of these, if not just 1, so I can at least know that I'm getting a really good amount of water, because I find that when I haven't had any water or drinking a lot of pop, stuff like that, the next day I wake up feeling miserable. I just feel horrible and I just feel like, but I don't want to do anything and stuff like that. I've noticed that since I've done putting better nutritional foods in my body, focusing on supplements and water and just really taking care of my body. It's not so much of being healthy and a diet and stuff like that. It's really just being aware of what you're doing to your body and what you need to do to function. I have found that I've had a lot more energy to do things. I've filmed a lot of videos this week. I've cleaned my house, I've done my dishes, I've cleaned my makeup brushes. Like, I just feel so accomplished, and I really think it's because of the energy that I have from the products and taking care of my body. But that is basically all that I have been doing recently, and I have seen quite a big difference. My skin on my face feels amazing. I do get eczema around my mouth still, and sometimes that can be really bad or really annoying. But at this point, I really just don't even understand what my body wants at this point, because I've done pretty much everything I can do so far. So if you guys have any ideas or suggestions of stuff that maybe helps you or other people, don't be afraid to comment down below. I love reading about eczema and success stories and anything like that. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. So don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I appreciate you guys sitting down and talking with me. This is a really touchy subject because it really is emotional. Eczema sucks, and I feel bad for anybody who has it or any skin condition, because it messes a lot more than with your skin. It messes with your mental health, and you're sometimes feeling depressed and stressed out, and it just mentally messes with you. And I really just feel bad for anybody who has to deal with someone who has it or has it themselves. So I appreciate you guys talking and listening. If you guys have any suggestions, like I said, comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on a future video of mine. And as always, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Bill, if you'll come with me, you'll float too. Bill, if you'll come with me, you'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too.